This video will walk you through how to use your Line1 machine from startup to daily use to settings and troubleshooting. Let's start with the basics. Before we get into brewing, it's worth understanding the 3 modes that your machine operates in, because adjusting different settings will require you to start from different ones. To wake the machine up, touch any button. All 3 lights on top will flash for about 20 seconds. Once they go solid, the machine is in standby mode and ready to brew. The machine will automatically enter sleep mode after 10 minutes of inactivity. When this happens, the lights on top will shut off. And last, to turn the machine off entirely, it must be first in sleep mode, again with no lights on the top. From there, press and hold switches 2 and 3 together for 3 seconds. Everything will turn off. If you want a written version of the user guide, you can always download one by scanning the QR code on top of the machine right out of the box. It's also available on our website under the user guide section in the footer. Start by filling the water tank. Plug in the power cord, and on top, all 3 lights are going to begin pulsing to indicate that the machine is warming up. At the same time, the side panel lighting will turn on and the cup warming tray begins heating up. It takes about 20 seconds for the boiler to warm up, and once you're ready to brew, the 3 lights will stop flashing and remain fully illuminated. You may have noticed that the tray on top of the machine is already warming up. That's the cup heating tray. This activates the moment that you plug it in by default. It heats up to about 130 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's programmed to maintain that temperature throughout the day. The cup heating tray is Teflon coated, made of metal, and it's designed to stay on full time with no risks whatsoever. But if you prefer to turn it off for any reason, here's how you do it. Wait for the machine to enter sleep mode. It'll do so automatically after 10 minutes of inactivity. Once the machine is in sleep mode, press and hold switches 2 and 3 together for 3 seconds. All lights will turn off. Then, press and hold switches 1 and 2 together for 3 more seconds. If the indicator lights 2 and 3 flash 5 times, this confirms that the cup heating tray is on, as it is by default. Now, to turn it off, press and hold switches 1 and 2 together for 3 or more seconds again. If the indicator lights 2 and 3 flash 3 times, the cup heating tray is now turned off. Before brewing your very first cup, we recommend running a few shots without any pod in the machine. This is going to fill the pump and internal water lines with water, which are dry from the factory. Just lift up the lever, leave it empty, close it, and press either brew switch as normal. Discard the water that comes out and you're ready to go. Start by lifting up the lever. Insert a capsule and press the lever closed until you feel it pass the point of engagement. Switch number 1 is for a single espresso, switch number 2 makes a double espresso, and switch 3 is for dedicated hot water, which you can use to add hot water for Americano coffee, filling up a French press, or making even hot tea. Simply press and hold the switch until you're happy with the volume. Choose an option and the machine will begin brewing automatically. When brewing finishes, always lift the lever again to release the used capsule into the empty pod container. Then close it, and this will turn on the automatic rinse cycle. A few things you may notice during brewing that are completely normal. When you press the brew switch, the machine may start, pause briefly, and then continue. That's the pre-infusion cycle at work. This wets the coffee grounds before full pressure begins, improving extraction and consistency. Different capsules brew differently. Some flow quickly and finish fast, others extract slowly, almost at a drip-like pace. Each roaster adjusts grind size and resistance to control extraction time, so slower flow usually means a finer grind and higher extraction, which is not a problem with the machine, it's how it's designed. Occasionally, a pod might not even brew at all. This is most common with very finely ground specialty coffee capsules and does not indicate a problem. Just try another capsule from the same box and in most cases it'll brew normally. It's rare, but it happens. As a tip, lightly tapping on the capsule on the countertop a few times before loading it can always help loosen up compacted grounds and improve flow. We do this just out of habit. After 6 to 8 brews or every 1 to 3 days, the container needs to be emptied. To do so, remove the cup tray and slide the tray forward with 1 finger from underneath. Compostable pods can be put in the trash, but please empty and recycle all aluminum pods. Remember, the earth gives us coffee. Used pods contain warm, wet coffee and shouldn't sit inside of the machine for long periods of time. Empty the pod container every 1 to 3 days or after 6 to 8 brews. At the end of the day, leave the lever up and the pod hatch open. This allows the brew chamber to air out and helps keep the machine clean between use. The Line1 also features an automatic rinse cycle. This automatically rinses out the brew chamber and pod filter after each brew, and it kicks in 60 seconds after you open the lever to release the pod into the bin and then close it again. This is great for keeping the system clean and reducing how often you need to descale it too. The trade-off is that it does increase the amount of water you'll need to empty from both catch trays. We recommend keeping a cup underneath the spout after brewing to make that easier to manage. The rinse cycle is enabled by default, but if you prefer not to empty the rinse water as often, you can turn it off. Here's how. Start with the machine in standby mode. All 3 lights on top are fully illuminated. Press and hold switches 1, 2, and 3 together for 3 or more seconds. Then all 3 lights will flash together for 3 seconds. This confirms that the automatic rinse cycle is currently enabled, as it is by default. To turn it off now, press and hold switches 1, 2, and 3 together for 3 seconds again. This time, all 3 lights on top will flash together for 5 seconds, confirming that the automatic rinse cycle is now turned off. Out of the box, the hot water switch is set to press and hold mode, which means you hold it down until the desired amount of water comes out, then release. However, it is possible to program the hot water switch to a specific volume if you prefer the ability to hit it once and step away. Wait for the machine to enter sleep mode. It will do so automatically after 10 minutes of inactivity. Once in sleep mode, press and hold switches 2 and 3 together for 3 seconds. All the lights will turn off. Then, double-click switch 3. If light 3 flashes 3 times per second, the machine is currently in press and hold mode, the default setting. Now, double-click switch 3 again to toggle. If light 3 flashes 5 times per second, the machine has entered single touch mode. Once enabled, pressing switch 3 once will dispense the programmed water volume automatically. You can program that volume the same way that you program espresso volume for switches 1 and 2, which we'll cover right in the next section. Out of the box, the default volumes for single espresso are 25 to 30 milliliters, double espresso or lungo about 45 to 50 milliliters. And to change these, you'll start with the machine in standby mode, where all 3 lights on top are fully illuminated. Then, press and hold switches 1 and 2 together for 3 seconds. Both indicator lights will flash twice per second. This means that the volume setting mode is now active. Press and hold switch 1, 2, or 3. The machine will start brewing. Only release the switch when your desired volume is reached. To save and exit, press and hold switches 1 and 2 together again for 3 seconds. If no buttons are pressed for 2 minutes, the machine will automatically exit without saving. You can repeat this process to reprogram the volume on the other switches as well. Pre-infusion is a feature that injects a small amount of water into the pod before full brew begins, wetting the grounds inside to enhance brewing consistency and even extraction. It's enabled by default, but if you don't like the added weight at the start of each brew cycle and want to turn it off, that's possible. Wait for the machine to enter sleep mode. It'll do so automatically after 10 minutes of inactivity. Once in sleep mode, press and hold switches 2 and 3 together for 3 or more seconds. All lights will turn off. Now, press and hold switch 2 for 3 more seconds. If lights 1 and 2 flash 3 times, the pre-infusion setting is now off. To turn it back on, press switch 2 again. If lights 1 and 2 flash 5 times, you've re-enabled it. Start with the machine in standby mode. All 3 lights on top are fully illuminated. Press and hold switches 1 and 3 together for 3 seconds to dim the side panel lighting. Press and hold switches 1 and 3 again for 3 seconds to turn the side panel lighting completely off. If you want to turn it back on, simply press and hold switches 1 and 3 one more time for 3 seconds to re-enable it back to full intensity. Restoring factory settings resets brew volume, power saving settings, etc. Starting in all-off mode, press and hold switches 1 and 3 together for 3 seconds. All 3 button lights will flash 3 times. The machine simply resets to the factory settings and returns to all-off mode from there. If the machine doesn't seem to be working right and these lights are flashing in any other sequence other than what we've covered in this guide, we recommend reviewing the text-based user manual to understand what's going on. This is available in the user guide section of our website. If you use your machine daily, we recommend descaling and cleaning it every 3 months. To learn how to care for your machine, check out our YouTube channel for a dedicated video on this subject or the digital user guide.